Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode of Underground Source TV, man. Right here with your host, Dontrece Knox, aka Black Boy 3700 OG. That is. Um, right now, man, we're gonna do my ghetto love story. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has one, at least one. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had just got kicked out of school, so this is during that summer. You know what I'm saying? And I had started dating a girl who's like I'm ninth grade year or eighth grade, you know, and she was coming into eighth. So she was at Woodland Middle School when I supposed to be going to Tri City, you know what I'm saying? And I just love this girl. Man, she actually looked it like Janet Jackson. She had the cheekbones and her skin was the same color. You know what I'm saying? We actually, still friends, but But like I said, I would head over here with this girl. This is when I was like selling, I was selling drugs hard. Industries had like, when I said hard, I mean like grind. I just got out there, just got put on, fronted shit. And excuse me. So me and this chick was dating, and I was buying her everything, man. I mean, I'm a guy that learned like that you give your girl, your wife, your fiance, you shower with gifts and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing that I did when we was with her. We just, shower her with gifts. Gifts, I was making that little money. So I mean, I'm just whatever you want. Just go, when I go shopping, I just what size you wear? Buy her a pair of shoes. The Huaraches. Y'all know them Huaraches back in the day. We was keen on Huaraches with them Payco pads. You know what I'm saying? Damaged pants. Y'all nigga bougie, man. I just like. But so yeah, like I said, man, that was my sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one day I was at the train station and I seen this guy, man. Actually, he from E Point. I think his name was Antoine Stanley. You know what I'm saying? He was a friend of mine, but he was from East Point, the projects, Montel Home, OJ Heard, that area, whatnot. But we had spent time in Juvey together too. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh yeah, big shots out to the Stanley family. You know what I'm saying? East Point in the house. Um, so one day I had seen him though. Well, like, what's up, Twan? We at the train station and stuff, talking real quick. I was on my way to College Park. I was at E Point Station. He was like getting off the bus and what up. And we started talking real quick inside the train station. And he asked me where I was coming from. I was coming from a girl, how my girl they killed. Well, coming from a girl house. And I said her name to him. You know what I'm saying? And when I said her name, he was like, man, I be here shouting, like what? Like this is foreign to me, you know what I'm saying, at this time. Cause this was like my first girl, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? He like, yeah, man, just like last week, man, I didn't believe him, of course. So anyway, man, I go home, get to the house, get on the phone, can't wait to get there, you know what I'm saying? But I called her and I said, you know this guy? She was like, yo, like y'all dating and y'all mess around. She was like, no, ooh, no, and she just assured me that like that was a false statement. That was false allegations against her. You know what I'm saying? So probably like 2 days later, I call her and she don't answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Keep calling, she don't answer. Keep calling. Like I know her mother, dad might be at work, but her mama, stay at home mom. So she don't never answer the phone, man. And what I did, man, I left from the hilltop, you know what I'm saying, the projects, and I walked from from the hilltop to like Herschel Road, Dotson Road area to Woodland Middle School because she stayed like right on the street as the school anyway. So we'll say if I had to put it in miles, we're talking about maybe like 5 or 6 miles. You know what I'm saying? So I end up going over there, man. And when I got to her house, her door was open. Like the the um the metal door, which the the burglar bar was closed and locked, but the main door was open, so I could see right inside, and I could see that people was there and stuff as I'm approaching. So I get there, I knock on the door, I hear talking and stuff. And I knock again, and then her mama come boom. Hey, Dontrece. Mama love me right now to this day. And she like, hey, Dontrece, how you doing? Like, how you doing? It's such and such here. I mean, when I say that, she turned around. She had this look in her eye. I already knew something. Her mama had this look in her eye, man. I would never forget that look. I seen it a couple more times in my life. But she turned around and she was like, baby, she said her name, her daughter. Dontrece right here at the door. So I'm waiting. It wouldn't even, 3-4 seconds. And, my girl, she coming to the door. And when her mama moved out the way to let her right there, the door moved open a little bit. And when the door moved open, I seen that boy, Antoine Stanley, Twan. I gotta remember his name. Yeah, that's his name. He was sitting right there on the sofa, man. And my heart just dropped. And I remember looking at her and I said, I thought you said that you didn't talk to him. And, I said it pretty loud. He could have heard it, but she probably thought that he probably heard it. And when I said, thought you said you didn't talk to him, she was like, I didn't say that. And she closed the door in my face. I was like, boy, man, I'm talking about, you talking about a little 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid, man. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, I go home, walk back home by myself. It's, lost my girlfriend, just like a teenager or whatever. And with that being said, now, I go through the whole thing of that summer right there with the drugs and get, busted. So now I'm in Juvey, waiting for my time to go down to Youth Development Center where Judge Hatchett, sent me to. And I see, like I'm in there with a guy and he looked for me. But I know I don't know him, but I just know I have seen him around, or probably like in the store or something. So, hey man, what's going on? What's your name, man? He was like, hey man, my name TL Ford. I'm like, yeah, I heard of you, man. He like, yeah, you Dontrece. I'm like, yeah. Like, I heard of you, home. You doing your thing. You be over there watching the road. Like, he was like, yeah. So, we just, me and him had got pretty tight in there. That's how we met. That's how we met in Juvey Hall. Me and TL Ford, free TL, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my big homies and stuff. Got movies on Tubi and everything too, man. So, as we talking and getting closer, we start talking about your girl, missing your mama and all that stuff right there, because we little kids in Juvie. And I, mess around and I told him a girl name. Here I go again, talking too much. And I end up telling him her name, man. He was like, man, I know her. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, she stay by the school, just like that. He was like, her mama this, her mama that. And I'm like, yeah, that's her. That's my girl, bro. And he was like, oh, but I used to hit her. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. He said, but what's crazy is my best friend ain't Tora. He go with her now. He hit her now. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I remember that was like on a Wednesday, and I remember that following Monday. In juvenile on Mondays, you get one phone call home or whatever. They let you call your parents for 5 minutes. They sit right there next to you. They put the phone out, you know what I'm saying? And let you call, they time you, let you go. I give you one more extra minute, 60 seconds, but that's it. And I was so anticipating Monday to come around, man, because right before I got busted and went to juvenile, me and her had made up. I ended up going back to her and stuff. Kids, grown folks do that right now today. But we had made up and I had took her back. So now I'm in Juvie, get busted. Now I'm in there listening to a new friend tell me that he used to knock her down. and his friend go with her right now, knocking her down. So when Monday came around, man, instead of calling my mom, I gave him the number to call, gave that staff the number to call, and it was to my girl. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, hey, I'm in here with this guy named TL4. He said he used to hit you, then, his friend hitting you now, like that. And of course, she denied it. And I was so, at a young age too, I loved so hard and stuff. I just believed her. You know what I'm saying? I believed her. So whatever, time passed. I done did. I'm in there probably about 2 months. I stayed in there like 3 months before I left. So I'm in the county Juvey for like 2 months, and then I get a letter. It's from her. I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? But I get the letter, and I open it, and of course it's a Dear John letter at 14. But yeah, she was breaking up with me while I'm in Juvey, telling me that she met somebody else. He stays in College Park as well, and his name is Prentice. What's up, Prentice, man? Congratulations on your son, man. That boy, hey, straight out of high school. Hey, man. But she said his name is Prentice, and I knew Prentice from the projects where I grew up at. We grew up together. Prentice Nolan, that's my partner. You know what I'm saying? And and he was one of like the best basketball players. Everybody know you got half say, oh, he wasn't that. You got other half say, oh, like that. But I was on the half that he was tight. Like I know what my eyes seen. It just the people that that hated on Prince for his game. It was just because he acted so much like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That his son name is Air. And I'm loving it because he's on his way. He already gone. Prentice know what he did, man. He's a brilliant man. Congratulations to both of y'all. But she told me she started dating Prentice. And Prentice was probably, year or two, maybe at the most older than me. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, man, we was friends, no differences ever in our life. And, however. So, after she told me that letter, and I kicked it in overdrive. So I knew I was finna go down the road, and that's what it is. So while I was down there doing those 11 months, a old girlfriend had contacted my mama, and what's crazy is this girl, me and her was dating after me and the had broken up, and she was with the other guy and all that stuff. But when she called me, I just ran back to her, and the girl that I had started dating, I just didn't call her back, didn't answer her calls just like that. But here it is now. I'm down in Juvie. It's 6 months later after I stopped messing with this girl. That girl is calling my mama about my whereabouts, on how I'm doing. She heard I was in Juvie, had some time, stuff like that. So her and my mama ended up, building a little relationship where the next time my mama came and seen me, her and my Uncle Marcus from MD Knox Custom Glass and Mirror, um, she talked with my mom, and she came down with my mom to visit me. It was like a 2-hour drive. You know what I'm saying? And her name Latasha Souls. I love you, Latasha. You know what I'm saying? Because you strengthened me. But anyway, um, she came down there and seen me with my mom, and when I seen her, especially after I had like just dumped her like cold turkey, you know what I'm saying? Like stopped talking to her and stuff. Did it wrong. That was so not right. And actually, you looking at this show, I apologize for that right now from the bottom of my heart. But she ended up coming down with my mom. When I seen her down, I was amazed by, like, wow, this girl, still like me and stuff like that. So we started writing each other and talking while I was down in the Coastal Youth Development Center. So once I got out, I got with her, and we was like dating for like maybe 60 days before I went back to the girl. And the thing is, this time, man, with how my heart was like just messed all around. And then it was while I was in juvie at a young age, you know what I'm saying? Um, when I got out and she called me, I did take her back in and we was like back together. And I did stop talking once again to the girl, you know, that, came down and was with my mom and still liked me and stuff like that, you know. Um, like me and the kid, we doing, me and the, my girl, we got, like I said, we got back together, we doing our thing, or however. But, no, this is the era when Dr. Dre done left from NWA. When I come home and my friends greeted me, they got blunts and stuff. See, when I left, they were smoking joints. So within that year period of time, Dr. Dre had now left NWA, and he just dropped the Chronic album. So when I get home, everybody is this Chronic album and MC Breed, Tupac, I gotta get mine, you gotta get yours. All this is going on right now. So, I was more on that mentality of bitches ain't tricks. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, you know, I wasn't really feeling, my girl like I was before I left and all that. You know what I'm saying? So being her ending up partying, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no nasty and nothing. It just we grew apart, start calling each other and like that right there. And she knew that like what she had done had like turned me to a whole other person as far as how I looked at women, you know what I'm saying? At that young age. So I didn't trust them. I thought they were just like liars and stuff, man, straight up. But I didn't know it was just human. It ain't women, it's humans. But later in life, as y'all know, I moved on Gabby Road and I was with an older person. You know what I'm saying? I was 19, she was 25. This is when I got shot, that whole little era. But, I was still, in the streets, robbing, doing my thing during that era. And, I feel that at this time, I'm 19. So that means, my girl who I was with went through all this little love type stuff when we was younger. She's like 18 or whatever. So, um, I feel that at this time in her life, throughout, with the people that she had been with, she realized, like they probably like cheated and dogging and lying and all this stuff, and that wasn't me. And I feel that she realized that I was the one. So now, she reaching out to me real hard. I'm with somebody, an older woman, chick, I'm selling weed, got my little spot on Garden Road, and I'm doing my thing, untouchables or whatever. But she was reaching out to me so much. It was beautiful, that I couldn't resist. We want to go out, we want to, get a room and stuff. So we planned one night, to get a room on Gabby Road, and we got us a room. And we go up there, have sex, do our thing or whatever. And that was, after that, just because I'm a man, I want that. But at that time in my life, because of what she did and how she worded the lies and stuff, I didn't want her really. You know what I'm saying? I had an older chick and stuff was going down. But I was in that room after we got through having sex. I remember telling her that I'm finna go get some ice. Finna go get some ice from the ice maker and stuff. She was like, okay. She was laying in the bed naked, man. I remember looking back. But once I left out the hotel room, man, I really just went down the stairs, went out the back side of the gate, and just ran through the pathway. Cause I stayed down the street with with the main chick. I just ran through the pathway, man, and went home, man. Like right before I was going home, I'm the little part where I'm walking now. I was just thinking about everything, and I was thinking, I had that mentality like bitches ain't shit, like that too. So, man, you know what I do, man? Right before I get to the house, I call my little cousin. Can't tell y'all which one though. Can't say his name. But I called my little cousin. I was like, hey man, you know Shawty that I used to be with? Because Cole been around all my life and he remember her. He was like, yeah. I was like, boy, she at the hotel now, room 223. Just go down, knock on the door, cuz you go, you heal it, like that. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. He go up there. He told me he was going up there, whatever. The next morning I had talked to him, he came by the house. I'm like, where you went up there? He was like, yeah. I'm like, but what happened? He was like, boy, I hit him. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, but what's crazy is I didn't feel anything anyway, with Shawty. And, you know, that was just what it was. He hit her, y'all. And this is, like I say, years later, we're grown now. So maybe after, it took a minute, 'cause life goes on. So maybe we'll say after like 3 months, between 3 to 6 month period, I called her. And that surprised her because she thought that I wasn't going to call her. But I called her, hey, just to check on, we had no bad terms of, besides the hurt or cheat, but it was cool. So I just called, how you doing? This is that. She said, yeah, I'm doing okay. This, that. And we had a nice, friendly talk. And I didn't, not one time mention about her having sex with my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But what's, the craziest part about it is like 2 weeks after that, maybe a month at the most, me and her, decide to get another room. And we get another room. And what's crazy is we get the room across the street from the last hotel on Gabby Road. Like the Fairfield Inn. Y'all know what I'm talking about back in the day. And man, I hit her. Boom. Asked if she want something to eat and stuff. Burger King right there. Y'all know we walked straight across the street to Burger King right there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Old Ness. Went Fairfield right there. Red roof, all that. And she was like, yeah, give me some. She started giving me the money. I was like, no, I got it. Boom, I got it. Boom. Man, I left. Went back to the same house. I stayed like I Hey man, but listen to this, man. While putting up like the same routine, man. Like this time before I go in the house with my shawty and stuff, and I pick up the phone, I don't call my cousin. I call my little protege, Romeo. Y'all gonna see Ro. Y'all gonna see Ro here lately too. We working on some stuff with him. We got some stories for y'all too. My partner, Romeo beat that light sentence. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, called Romeo and I told him about Cole who hit her too like that. And I told him the same thing. Like, boy, you can go up there, just try out, bro. Man, that man went up there. I seen that man the next day, and that man told me he hit her too. For real, man. And then, like I say, it was so crazy. It was like a couple months passed, and I called her, how she doing? We talk on the phone, and it was like nothing never happened. But like I said, we're very close friends right now to this day. But with that being said, at one point back then, we did talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I didn't ask her why she did. I didn't ever ask her that. You know what I'm saying? People do it because they want to do it. But I didn't ask her that. I just was letting her know that, like, I wasn't upset about it. You know what I'm saying? My partner or my cousin. And actually, she told me that she was surprised that I ever called her from the first time. Better yet, the second time that I reached back out to her just to say hey or whatever like that. And she said that in her mind, she was so enraged and she was so mad that I left her up there and had my cousin come up there like that. That she had put in her mind that she gonna go ahead and have sex with him to destroy me, like to hurt me like that. And she didn't even know that she had already done that years prior to that. That part of me was already dead. But she said the second time she was just infuriated that I even do this again. But, like she said, she didn't think that I was gonna call her still. And right now to this day, me and her are still close as hell to the point where like we could not talk in 2 months and then talk this day and be on the phone for 5 hours and then talk the next 5 days for the same length of time and then don't talk no more in 6 months. You know, just life and just friendship and just love and just connection. It's stimulation. It's mental stipulation. But you know, at the end, man, you know, sometimes sometimes the cookie don't crumble. It just breaks. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Underground Source TV with your host, TV and film producer Dontrece Knox, aka OG Black Boy, College Park Stand Up.